my honeys. How are you? It's Kamara, the Black Dove Oracle. Let me know. I'm making some changes to the channel. Let me know what you think. I want to make your viewing and listening pleasurable. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your support of this channel. You know, I've been getting all kinds of messages from Spirit, even through like synchronicities. And Spirit's like, just focus on what you do. I will do the rest. And I was all like, okay, Spirit, you got it. So just Spirit's like telling me, just focus on the channel messages. And let Spirit take control of the rest. So in that saying, if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your support. I really do appreciate you all getting personal readings. I'm starting to feel busy with these personal readings. So know, my honeys, that if you do want a personal reading, this is my website, and that is the only way that you can get a reading from me on any platform. Okay, so don't let scammers trick you by coming in the comments on anywhere, because I will not reach out to you personally until you contact me for a reading. Okay, and I think most of us are like that, so be careful, you all. So if you are brand new here, my name is Kamara. I'm a psychic medium, and I channel my ancestors. I channel the Divine Sibyls, who are also my ancient community ancestors, and Spirit itself. So please know that these messages are received with care and transmitted with care. I try to do the direct truth, though, you all. So you know, I read that way, and I hope that that resonates with you. If it does, and you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe. If you click that bell, you get notified when I upload new readings. So my honeys, 2025 is almost upon us. So this may not be a forever timeless reading, but I'm doing this reading at the end of 2024. So, you know, it's a few months, it's a couple of months, but really November is going to be a standout month in terms of all the energies that are coming up. I don't know if you all feel it. I feel a very huge shift energetically, and there's a lot going on globally. So, you know, it just makes sense, you know, and if you're having a hard time with what's happening all over the world, please know, and I want to normalize, it's an upsetting time. It's a time where we've all got to reflect on what it is that we can do as a community, because sometimes we're waiting for people in leadership to do something. They have their own agenda. So, my honeys, what we are going to do is really, this is going to be a longer reading, because we want to look at your ultimate success move when it comes to 2025. What energy do you need to be in? What is it that your path is kind of directing you towards to optimize your ultimate success? Okay. And I chose avatars that were very joyous and in the sun. We're looking at the sun, right? The energy of the sun when it comes to our success. So my honeys, a couple of other housekeeping things. If you want to collaborate, or you want to maybe have me do a business opportunity or a collaboration with you, I would love to talk about that. This is my email address, blackdovedreamer@gmail.com. Lastly, please like, subscribe, comment before you leave. It really helps me grow this brand new channel. I appreciate you all. Okay. So I think that I am going to shuffle the opening card for each group. And we'll do that ahead of time. And then in each group, we're going to describe what this card is. So I'm opening up with the Yogic Path deck. I don't use this deck that often. I think it's because I have to learn more of the terminology, but I really think it's beautiful, and I think it's really quite deep, So let's choose. The timestamps are going to be below, but let's choose the opening card for each group. And let's clear the energy for these opening cards. Knowing that we are surrounded by all the energies that support us, protect us, and guide us, okay? So for group number 1, what is their opening message? We have Tamas. And we will be talking about what that is. Group number 2, what is your opening message for group number 2? Group number 2, your opening message is Sattva. I don't know. Hopefully you could see that. I'm filming at night. That's group number 2. Group number 3, your opening message. Tantra. Group number 4, your opening message. Pratihara. And you all can let me know if I'm not pronouncing these completely right, but I'll do my best. So that was group number 4. We have 7 groups, you guys. Group number 5. Shakti. Lovely. Group number 6. It looks like this one. Group number 6, Lakshmi. Okay. And group number 7, it says it's right here. Is that just one card? Group number 7. We have Dhumavate. Okay. So in each one of these groups, we will be talking about what these opening cards mean. Again, my honeys, the timestamps will be below, and I look forward to seeing you in your reading. Please feel free to use these avatars any way that you wish, but we will start with group number 1. Okay, my honeys. Hello, my honeys. In group number 1, this is your reading on your ultimate move for success in 2025. Okay, we're doing this reading early because Spirit is saying there are some things you might need to prepare for. So it's letting you kind of know right now how to transition even into 2025. So my honeys, you got the card. I'm trying to give you as much light as possible. Tamas. And this is from the Yogic Path Tarot. Just showing that to you again, the Yogic Path Tarot. Now, this is your opening message, group number 1. And I think what's important with Tamas is it's Ayurvedic, meaning density, dullness, inertia. You could see that the tiger is kind of laying down. Maybe there's a lack of energy. Maybe there's just time to rest. So the opening message here from Spirit group number 1 is really about the whole idea that prior to 2025, you are going to maybe feel a little stuck lately. Maybe you've been feeling like your energy is a little low. You might have been feeling as if you're absent-minded. Maybe you've been feeling or judging yourself as if you've been lazy. You might be thinking, why can't I just get everything together? Like, you know what you want to do, but I think it's like the energy that you need. So it's kind of talking about maybe you've been feeling like you've been in a cocoon for too long. Some of you might have been even feeling like you've been in this hermit energy for too long, and it's time for you to move forward, because maybe there are some strategic things that you want to do in 2025, and you need this time right now to prepare. I'm hearing someone out there even may want to launch something in the beginning of 2025, and you're seeing that there's a lot of moving pieces. There's a lot of details that you've got to get covered, right? So there's something here, my honeys, about knowing that you are going to need a little bit of rest. Spirit is saying the rest is fine. What you need to do is make sure that you're actually resting and not judging yourself and cutting short something that you need in terms of recouping your energy. Because Spirit is saying that you need to hibernate a little bit. And maybe where I live, we're going into fall. So fall is a perfect time to kind of hibernate, to go within, to stay indoors, and to really figure out what are your plans for this next coming season. It says here, you're in a period of hibernation, which sometimes needs to blossom into a butterfly. Your body is between the lines of a poem, the notes of a song, the steps of a dance. Use this time, group number 1, to fully rejuvenate your system. Allow proper rest and food, and know that when it's time to emerge from your cocoon and show the world your gifts you have been cultivating, you will feel like it's the right time. You'll feel very grounded, you'll feel very confident, and you'll be ready to go. But Spirit is saying, don't cheat yourself of this time of rest, because it really is going to contribute to your success in 2025. I'm hearing people in group number 1 may have a project they're working on. You may be deciding that there's a new aspect of your business that you want to announce, maybe new services, maybe new creations. Wherever you are in this cycle, group number 1, Spirit's opening messages to you is to make sure you're rested up. Okay, so let's see what energy Spirit says you need to be in for this ultimate success. Because Spirit is saying, you will be successful. You will be launching the thing that you have. Many of you are excited by this, but maybe some of the task Spirit is showing me is very overwhelming. So, yeah, look at that. So, group number 1, it says drum and journey. So there is an aspect of you, which I think is related to this Tamas card, which means you need time to dream. You need time to journey, meaning some of you, even though you may have the idea of what it is that you want to do, there may be aspects of it that you need a certain kind of relaxation, especially of the mind. I'm hearing the body and the spirit to really come to some clear ways that you want to navigate this new period in your life. 2025 comes to the number 9. This is a year, 2025 will be the year of wish fulfillment, meaning everything that you've been putting your energy into now, all of the healing that you've been doing, group number 1, all of the preparation in 2025, this is when you come into wish fulfillment. Many of you are going to find people who want to sponsor your work. This may be a year where you get some grants. This may be a year where you get unexpected support from out of nowhere. So you want to, I feel my Virgo rising part coming. You want to be prepared. Like you want to have your ducks in a row. You want to have your website up. You want to have your marketing in place. You want to have your elevator speech going, like if that's the way you're doing this kind of business. But it's just examples, you all, of like what you need, because people are going to be interested. Spirit is showing me people are interested in your growth, your ideas, group number one. It really is going to be a very successful year for you. What else does Spirit want to show you here in terms of the energy you need to embody? Yeah, the Lady or the Empress. I think it's going to be important for you too, group number one, to be in the energy of success. Meaning, when people meet you for the very first time, or they hear about your work for the very first time, there's something about being the complete package for yourself. And this is for yourself, not other people. So don't worry about perfectionism. It's more about, are you exuding the energy you want to exude? Are you demonstrating that you are confident in what you're doing, that you believe in your product or your idea or your service, and that you are even open to growing this idea? So there's something here, group number one, about you being an Empress energy, meaning that you are kind of inviting in, because it's the deep feminine, right? You're inviting in the prosperity. The Spirit is saying here that there's a certain kind of openness that would really benefit you around this time to be successful. Don't be so closed off to collaborations, partnerships, things that could really take your idea and skyrocket it. Any other energies, Spirit? Spirit is saying one more. Yeah, look at that. Earth Guardian. Stay rooted and grounded. Again, I think Spirit is pointing to the importance of you taking care of yourself before next year. I mean, like right now, group number one, getting your rest. If you need to take a vacation, taking a vacation or time off. If you need to just kind of do a meditation retreat or do something to take care of yourself and just kind of shift out of your work energy for a little bit, Spirit is saying it's going to be so beneficial for you to stay rooted, to stay grounded, because really, you're right. There's a lot of moving parts, and you could easily become kind of frayed and tethered. So you really want to fortify yourself. That's what I'm hearing from Spirit. Okay, let's see what other energy Spirit wants you to be in during this time. Ooh, that flew out. Okay. Wow. Messiah energy. It's going to be very important too that whatever this idea is about, that you remain somewhat humble. Knowing that you're offering, because some of you, there's this very, how do I want to say? There's a very fine line between confidence and humility. You don't want to use too much humility where you come off as not being confident, but you don't want to be too confident that there's no humility there. There's no sense of you doing something in service of a larger ideal. Many of you in this group have an idea that could potentially change the world. I heard that. It was that big. Like, whoa. So Spirit is saying, yes, you're going to need to be confident. But I think what the Messiah is coming up because Spirit wants you to be open to certain collaborations. Even if I'm hearing some of the collaborations feel a little small, they may present themselves as small or at the beginning. Don't Spirit is saying here, and I'm just hearing it as a channeled message, group number one. Um, don't turn away something that feels like it has good potential, but it's in the beginning stages. Sometimes we want to work with people who are already established, but Spirit is saying there's something about the energy of your collaborations that need to be in, I'm hearing Aquarius energy, meaning they need to be more innovative than established. That's just what Spirit is saying. Of course, Spirit is saying, do what's right for your business, but there could be something that comes towards you that looks a little, mysterious, but intriguing. And Spirit is saying you may want to give it a chance. Yeah, Spirit is saying that part of this humility is about being in student energy too, meaning that you're willing to learn more, that you don't have all the answers. There's something about your idea that Spirit is saying is going to grow. I'm hearing exponentially. I pronounced it. Oh my God. Spirit be giving me these words because Spirit is saying, your idea is expandable. Your idea is going to inspire and be sparked by additional knowledge. What you are bringing forward is incredible, but it has growth potential. That's what I'm hearing from Spirit. And that is going to ensure your success in so many ways. I'm feeling this card first. Yeah. You know what Spirit is saying here? Angel funding. Angel funding. Some of you may encounter a benefactor who wants to provide you with angel funding because they love your idea. They love where you're going with it. Of course, like when we get funding sometimes, right? It can be that people want to give us a little input. And I think this might be pointing back to what Spirit is saying. Don't be closed off to input. Don't be closed off to new ideas. Hear them thoroughly and then make your decision. This card also came up. Gossip. Ordinarily when we see this card, we're like, oh, dang. But, here, group number one, you really want word of mouth on your project. You want word of mouth on your work, your services, your creations, whatever you are doing. You want to utilize word of mouth. So Spirit is saying that's twofold. You've got to talk about what you're doing. You've got to have that elevator speech ready. Elevator speeches are that 90-second opportunity to tell someone very succinctly what you do. And Spirit is saying that's going to be so important for you to get comfortable with. Maybe you want to practice it. Maybe you want to practice it with other people. And you want it down so comfortably that wherever you show up, even if it's in a grocery store, you're ready to say it. It's not just for specific meetings. It's for everyone. Even the guy who does your garden, even the person that babysits your kids, you want to tell them what you're doing. There's something the Spirit is pointing out, 8 degrees of separation between you and someone that could possibly be your benefactor. Okay. Wow, that's great. Yeah. So let's go to the next oracle message. On a spiritual level, what is it that you really need to be aware of, group number one, in terms of this success? On a spiritual level, what's the message here for your success? I see it. Clear waters. It's saying here, clear vision, confirmation, right timing, opportunity. Wow. This message is so clear. So, group number one, I think you all are entrepreneurs. You're getting ready to be. You're trying to launch something, even if it's a nonprofit or NGO, whatever it is. Be very clear with your vision, clear as water, Spirit is saying, clear as water. Be clear with your vision, be ready to communicate it. Also, this is confirmation that your idea the timing is right. The timing is right for this idea. And it's a time who's come. So Spirit is saying here, seize the opportunity. But to seize the opportunity, you can't be exhausted. You can't be overwhelmed. So Spirit is going back here and saying, Tamas, remember that. Remember to take care of yourself now. Some of you really just need to dive into the holidays and take a break from work. So Spirit is saying, don't leave everything that you have to do till the end of December. Like, do some of it now, take a break, do some of it, and leave the end of December to celebrate with your community, your family, however you celebrate, and just use that first week in January to kind of tighten up the little things and then launch. I mean, Spirit is not advising on a specific timeline, but Spirit is saying you need this time off because you're going to be hitting the ground running in 2025. There may be little opportunity for you to come up and breathe because of the interest, because of how people are just hot on this idea. You're gonna say, wow, how did this even happen? But Spirit is saying you need to be ready to seize opportunities and not be overwhelmed, not be tired, not be frazzled. Okay, let's get into some tarot card messages. This is about your move. Remember, this is a move. This is movement. Resting is your movement. Spirit is like, resting is your movement. Yes, Spirit is saying here. I don't know if you all could feel the energy through my voice, but Spirit is like, this is going to give you, group number one, so many opportunities. You really may not know what's coming towards you. So many opportunities. And you are going to have to just be in that energy, be ready to go. Look, 3 of Pentacles. I mean, literally, if some of you are artists, creators, I mean, the interest is off the hook. You are going to, I mean, really, whatever you're doing, group number one. But if you are a creator, be prepared. People may fly you out. If you're a hairstylist, Spirit is showing me somebody may fly you out to do their hair for their wedding in Greece. Okay. If you are a painter, you have someone who's like, listen, I have a fleet of trucks and I want my logo put on all of them. And I want you to do it. I want hand painted, hand created things, like whatever you are doing. Now, some of you, I have a very strong feeling that you are forming some kind of organization or you are getting ready to provide some kind of service. Do not be surprised if you are asked to be on panels on conferences across the world, across your geographical location. Do not be surprised if you're asked to do speaking engagements. Spirit is saying this is how busy you're getting ready to be. Now, right now, it may sound overwhelming to you because you're not rested. And Spirit is saying, rest up. Rest up. Yeah, this is the end. Many of you may be considering doing this work because you've kind of gotten laid off. Some of you might have gotten fired. So others of you, it was time to leave whatever you were doing before. And now Spirit is saying, do not worry. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. This idea, it's going to make you a lot. I'm hearing a lot of money. It's going to put you in a place where you're not worried. You're not worried anymore. This success, Spirit keeps saying, it's a time who's come. Its time has come. Again, Spirit just wants you to... This hangman I love, because this hangman is showing you that there's a certain kind of balance that's needed, a certain kind of steadiness that's needed to achieve the pose. And so Spirit is reminding you in so many ways how to make sure you are mind, body, spirit fortified, ready. And Spirit is saying this is not a superhero effort of like burning yourself out, burning the midnight oil. Spirit is saying plan things strategically, because I don't know why Spirit is saying you do not want bags under your eyes when you get ready to do that TED Talk or go to that meeting. Okay? Look at that. 10 of Pentacles. This will be something if you all have a family that's been supporting you this whole time, a family that's been like, are you sure about what you're doing? Your family, this is a time where the results of this work of 2025, which may be busy, which may limit some of your family time, but Spirit is saying, don't let it be such a huge sacrifice, but also set realistic expectations for people with the family. Let them know, let your spouse know, let your partner know, let your kids know, and get everybody the kind of support they need, which is Spirit probably saying you really do need to give even time to everyone, because 2025 is going to be busy for you, group number one. You may not see everybody as consistently as you used to, especially if you're married or you have a family or you're in charge of like people in the family. Spirit is suggesting that you fortify their support in preparation for a very busy season, a very busy year. Your family's going to be proud of you, but they could also miss you. It could put a strain on a partner if you have kids. So do a lot of talking, do a lot of resting, do a lot of like kind of coming together and planning things. Last few cards. Your year looks amazing, group number one. Amazing. I think when I look at your avatar, it's like, wow. Your avatar up in the corner is like, wow. Like it's like, wow. Okay, I'll take these. Yeah. How many times does Spirit need to say it? Rest, relax, meditate. Get out your head. Not all of this is about the logic of it all. Some of this is going to be about you being in your body, being well rested, taking care of your physical self. And Spirit's confirming that. Ace of Swords. Spirit is saying yes. For many of you, this kind of holistic care of yourself, I think you know it intellectually, but Spirit is saying you've got to do it. No excuses. Okay? So, group number one. Wow. Okay? These are long readings. I'll put the timestamp below, but let me know, group number one. You know what? In fact, put a sword in the comments if this is you, group number one, because you've got it. You have got it. If you resonated with this reading, please give me a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed to this channel and you want to stay connected to me, please consider subscribing. If you click that bell, you will get notified when I upload new readings. Group number one, this is an amazing year for you. I really want you to come back and comment on this video if you remember. Okay, my honeys, take care. Hello, group number two. Let's clear the energy. Hello, my honeys in group number 2. This is going to be a pretty long reading, not for each group, but I'm thinking there might be around 30 minutes or so. Timestamps will be below. Group number 2, you have Sattva. Sattva. Now, the opening energy here from Spirit is saying Sattva is Ayurvedic. So it means purity and clarity. So, group number 2, Spirit is immediately advising you that if things have been a little, I don't know, foggy for you, maybe muddled even, Spirit is wanting you to pay attention to how you're taking care of yourself right now, especially the things that you're putting in your body. Spirit is saying some of you have been drinking too much coffee or engaging with too much caffeine. Others of you, maybe it's sugar. And what Spirit is pointing out here with Sattva is that letting go of toxic foods, even thoughts, emotions, in your mind, in your body, in your spirit, including situations and people, is going to really help your energy level. In fact, Spirit might be advising for you to eat some more pure foods, to take a break from highly emotional content, whether that's on TV, even YouTube, and really kind of watch the people you're around even. Because Spirit is saying here that a critical part of you going into 2025 with success as your signature, this is what Spirit is saying, is that you have reached a point in your life. Because let's say here, Spirit wants me to mention this. 2025 is the year of 9. 9 is wish fulfillment. So Spirit is saying here that in order for you to realize this wish fulfillment, group number 2, you would have needed to have let go of old, tired, worn out situations, especially things that were highly toxic, including relationships, including situations, if that situation is a job, if that situation is a group of friends. Spirit is saying that you need to go into 2025 with clarity. You need to go into 2025, group number 2, cleaning with a cleaned up diet. I don't know why this is a prescription that Spirit's giving. A cleaned up diet, a clean home, self-care in place, relationships that are healthy, and patterns that you have eliminated around your career or your life outlook. Spirit wants you to know and have the space to create greater gifts in 2025 by aligning yourself with the truth of your life. So Spirit is saying in order to be successful, you need to make moves to get rid of things that no longer serve you. It's a pretty clear message, group number 2. And Spirit is saying, if you bring into the new year anything that's toxic, you are just going to waste the vibration of 2025 because you need to have that all cleared out. Some of you actually have a closet. Spirit showing me that closet. It's a closet where you don't want to open the door. You do not want to open the door of that closet because you know something's going to fall on you. I don't know why Spirit is in somebody's specific business like that, but Spirit is saying closets, drawers, where there's just things that people have just thrown in, things where you know, I need to organize that. Some of you need to organize your desktop. Spirit's very specific right now. But Spirit is saying this is not to criticize you, group number 2. In fact, it's just to encourage you to get it all together. Some of you need to do your accounting. And I know that's me, so this might be my group, but Spirit is saying some of you need to get things together. Do not wait till tax periods. Do not wait. Get that stuff organized now. Spirit is saying you're going to feel so much better. And what's going to happen here is Spirit is saying, as you clear out what's old and useless, you're going to make room for something. Spirit is alluding there's something you need to make room for. Group number 2. Something is coming your way. We're going to find out. Okay, let's find out. Spirit's got me curious now. Spirit's like, okay, you need to be in a certain kind of energy. So what energy do you need to be in? Because Spirit is saying a gift is coming your way. A gift. What is this? Spirit says you need to take some time to reflect. Very similar to group number 1. But I think this time to reflect, Spirit is putting more of like, you need to reflect on what's serving you, what's not serving you. Only for a few you, and Spirit says, do not take this as heavy criticism, but there's something that you need to look at in terms of your behavior or relationship. You need to, something is showing you the mirror in your life. Something is mirroring you right now. It could be a person. It could be a situation, group number 2, and it's putting you face to face with yourself. And Spirit is saying, instead of just going around in circles, be truthful with yourself. Is this working for you? Is this situation working for you? Is this relationship working for you? Spirit is saying the sooner you do that, the better you are going to feel. It's kind of counterintuitive, right? When we've got to end things, when we've got to shift how we our role in something, Spirit is saying it's counterintuitive because you really want to hang on to something. You really want to make it work. But Spirit is saying it's time for you to really confront yourself in the mirror in terms of your own needs. What are your actual needs? And is this situation or relationship fulfilling that? Group number 2. I said 1, so some of you may have interest there. Yeah. Spirit wants you, in order to realize the full success of 2025, group number 2, Spirit wants you to be devoted and committed to yourself. Spirit wants you to, I'm hearing in a very unusual move, choose yourself. Be devoted to yourself. Some of you are in school and Spirit wants you to be devoted to your studies. Maybe a relationship, maybe a job is taking your focus away from your studies. That's just for someone. For others of you, maybe a situation is taking you away from your spiritual development. There may be things you're doing that are taking you off your course, and Spirit wants you to be devoted and committed to your path. And this makes sense. Spirit wants you to be the light. You are the light. And Spirit is reminding you that if there is something that is distracting you, this is very specific, but someone may be dealing with some kind of substance. Spirit wants you to remember who you really are. I'm tapping into someone that maybe has been going through something that feels a little heavy, and maybe you've been, I'm not trying to get into people's business, but you may be hitting the, the wacky tobacco. Because I don't know if I can say it on, but you guys know what I'm talking about. You might be hitting it a little bit too often. You may be using it to ground yourself or to sleep, but Spirit is saying it's because something in your life is not fitting. It's not resonating with your energy. And Spirit is saying as soon as you clear house, whatever that means for you, group number 2, you are actually going to reap the benefits. Some of you do need to take a break from certain kinds of substances, where it's drinking or something else. Spirit, like a sober October, which some people do, or something like a natural November. You're just allowing yourself a little break here and there. Spirit is not saying you have a big problem, but Spirit is saying you may be distracting yourself. This is a time, and some of you know this, to trust where you're going. Trust what life is showing you. If every time you're around someone and you end up being stressed out, you end up being angry, you end up being frustrated, look at that relationship. If every time you wake up in the morning and you feel like it's like bricks connected to your feet in terms of going to work, look at that. Spirit is saying all of that is a message to you. It's a deep message to you. Okay. What other energy do you need to be in, group number 2? Spirit is saying, don't take this as a criticism. Spirit is saying, take it as love. It really wants you to be successful in 2025, to change some kind of pattern, because Spirit is saying there is a gift available to you. Some of you, Spirit is saying, if you need a new job, it's time to network. There's somebody that you know that knows of a new position. And you will never find that out if you don't let people know, hey, I think I'm looking for a different job. Is there anything available that you know that's coming up in your org? Or, even if you tell people who really wouldn't necessarily be in your field, maybe their spouse knows something about a job. Maybe, like Spirit is saying, it's time to network. Whoever's trying to transition out of their current job or organization, it's time to network. It's time for you to start letting people know you are ready. Spirit is also saying here that many of you, because this came up upside down, Spirit is pointing to the shadow attribute. And Spirit is saying here that staying in this situation, whatever toxic situation you're in, it's been making you kind of angry lately. It's been making you frustrated, group number 2. And for some of you, it's sad. For others of you, you're letting peer pressure distract you. Some of you may hang around a lot of people who drink or hang around a lot of people who smoke. And Spirit is saying, look at that. Look at it seriously. Is it helping you to move forward? Has it moved beyond an occasional social thing to something that's like every day? So Spirit is just saying, look at those things. Last thing, Spirit wants you to also look at your creative ideas, your moves in life. Spirit is thinking you're sharing these ideas with someone who might take them. So be very careful with who you're sharing your moves with. Even if you're sharing, don't share that you might be looking for a new job. I think that came out. Spirit is saying, be careful. Someone might find out that there's a position through you because you're like, oh, hey, I heard there's this position at this organization, and that person might go and apply before you. So Spirit is saying, this is a time, group number 2, for you to kind of be a little inward on your plans. Because Spirit is saying, especially, you may not be aware of it, or maybe you are at the unconscious level, there's someone around you that's just a little toxic. Spirit is like subtly pointing to that, group number 2. Last few cards. Yeah. I think this is that person. Spirit is saying there's somebody around you that you think is much more cooler than they are. Be careful of that person. Okay? Spirit saying you may find out that this person doesn't really have good intentions, that there's something about them that you kind of exaggerate their worth in your life. For some of you, this is a relationship, a partner, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a partner. Okay, what's spiritually Group number 2 that you need. Yep, that fell out. Okay. Let it rain, allowing what is, inevitability, trust. So Spirit is saying, group number 2, that the way to realize success in 2025 is to be very clear with yourself about what is. Meaning, some of you know something in your life is toxic, and maybe you've been putting it off, but Spirit is saying, release it. Just release it. And if you need help releasing that, Spirit is saying, you may need to go to therapy, or you may need to talk to someone you trust. Use your voice, expansion, freedom. Yeah, this is what Spirit is saying, the energy that you should be in going into the new year. Free of things that are weighing you down. Using your voice to express your feelings. And also practicing deep energy of freedom and liberation. Freedom and liberation means that Spirit is saying there's something that's preventing that in your life right now, group number 2. So look at it. Okay, one more card here. Yeah, look at that. The wishing well, unexpected gifts, karmic jewels. Spirit is saying, if you can clean house, if you can clear up some of these things, you are going to realize a surprise gift in 2025. And it's karmic. Like Spirit is saying, it's not necessarily linked to what you're doing now. It's something from the past. It could even be a past life karma that you are going to reap in 2025. Remember, group number 2, it is the year of wish fulfillment. Let's go to the tarot. What is this gift, Spirit? Queen of Swords. You have to be out of your head. I don't mean that in a negative sense. Meaning, Queen of Swords, I think sometimes when she's in reverse is relying too much on logic. And this gift that's coming towards you, there's something about it that's not necessarily logical. It's not something that you are expecting to happen. What is this gift, Spirit? I don't know if we're supposed to know. The gift is Page of Wands. This gift, group number 2, it has to do with your work. I'm hearing something new. You're going to get the message about something new. I'm really feeling strongly people in this group need to look for a new job, or you are looking for a new job or a new project. It's coming. The gift has something to do with that. Ooh, and this is what Spirit is saying. 4 of Cups. Okay, group number 2. This is what Spirit is really bringing to point. Spirit is saying, if you do not clean house, there is a chance you will not accept this opportunity. Like you're going to let it pass you by. Ooh. So Spirit is saying here, you've really got to, if you want this gift, if you want that gift, you see it? It's coming from Spirit. It's coming from it's coming from above. Okay, group number 2, Spirit is saying to you really quite clearly, if you want this gift, you're going to have to be ready for it. It's not the kind of gift that Spirit's going to give you if, I'm hearing the word, if you're sloppy. Spirit again is saying, do not take these messages as something is wrong with you. Spirit is saying there's just something in your life that you need to clean up. You're so worthy of this gift that Spirit says it's coming to you early to let you know, hey, this gift is coming towards you. Okay. What else, Spirit? Ooh. I was going to ask. I really was going to ask, but I didn't really feel like I should do it. And Spirit's like, yeah, you're right. It's somebody. Even if you all are in a Spirit is saying, even if you're in a funky relationship right now, what's coming towards you is someone who really loves you. Someone who's a gift. Spirit says it's giving you it's giving you that gift. So for some of you, if you are in some kind of messed up, toxic ass relationship, Spirit is saying, look what I'm about ready to give you. I was wondering if it was a person. Look at that. Okay. Spirit's like, do you want me to keep talking? Do you want me to keep showing you? King of Wands. This person's going to be very good looking. Look, like it's even the same picture of the same person. Wow. This person's got their shit together, you guys. This person is very attractive. They're very confident. This person could have been in the military. That's very specific. But in some kind of position where they traveled all over the world. If not the military, they traveled doing something. Something that feels like it was in remote places where you had to kind of I don't know why I'm seeing this person was in the jungle or something. I don't know. This person has some kind of specific work that they've done or do. This person is very athletic. Oh my God. I mean, if you like that kind of stuff, their body's hard. Okay? Muscly. You're going to be so attracted to this person, and Spirit is showing me this person is going to have eyes for you, group number 2. And Spirit is saying here, there's something about the whole idea here that you're going to need to prepare, because something of the gift that's coming your way, it's not like a straight shot, like, oh, you're going to meet this person. There's something you need to be ready for work-wise. Maybe there's an opportunity you're going to meet this person through work. Spirit is saying, take one more card. Ooh. Yeah. 5 of Swords. What is this, Spirit? What is that? This person or you, maybe both of you, have been through some SHIT when it comes to relationships. This person may have even gotten out of a relationship, but I think some of you in group number 2 are going to be ending something. Whatever it is, that energy is going to be around. Spirit is warning you. That energy, not the person, but the energy of that breakup, it's going to be around. Say more, Spirit. Yeah. You're going to wonder. They might wonder, I keep hearing. Either one of you or both of you might wonder if this is your person. 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Some of you might even wonder, is this... There's something about an opportunity that's going to bring you both together, but you might wonder, is this for you? Say more, Spirit. Look at that. Okay. Here's what I'm going to say. Either you or this person might come with a little baggage. Not going to lie. There are other people involved in this situation. If it was that one of you or both of you or, have gotten a recently divorce, there's something here that you all are going to have to work through. I think this is why Spirit is saying you're going to want to be clear-headed about some stuff, because this is for you. There's some energy here. So maybe if you do this work now before 2025, at least your part is cleared up. I'm not saying they're not available, but I also feel like there's some energy around them, things that they've had to deal with. Yes, an upside down Queen of Swords, bottom of the deck. Spirit is saying here, group number 2, this person is a gift for you. Don't forget that. But there's also some surrounding situations with family. Maybe they have kids. Depending on your age, they may have adult kids, they may have little kids. If they don't have kids, there's some kind of community involvement with something that they're leaving. This person is desired. Spirit is telling me someone who's highly desired. Someone doesn't want to give them up, without a fight. But I have a feeling it's all over. I mean, this person has seen what the situation is for what it is, but this person comes with a little bit of a story. That's all, group number 2. Spirit is not saying this person is a gift for you, but they come with a little bit of baggage. And so Spirit is saying it's natural. Not all of us have a real clean and tidy life, but Spirit is saying, if you're listening to me, you're going to have a tidy life. So Spirit wants you to kind of be in preparation for this. And that's another reason why you need to make the move, group number 2, of eliminating any kind of toxic stuff in your life, because this situation is just going to require you to be very clear about some things so that you don't, Spirit is saying, so you do not turn down your gift. Okay. Spirit does not want you to turn this gift down, but it might look a little chaotic. You might be like, and Spirit is saying, if you're clear-headed and you've done what Spirit is suggesting you do, you're going to see all of this for what it is. It's not this person. It's just people trying to stop this person from having the connection they really, truly deserve, which is the gift of you. Okay. All right. Woo! Group number 2. If you resonated with this reading, could you please give it a thumbs up? If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please take this as an official invitation to hit that subscribe and also click that bell, because then you'll get notified when I upload new readings. Group number 2, I'm so excited. If this is your reading, can you please put a heart in the comments? I mean, for real, because you are realizing the success of a beautiful relationship. Okay, my honeys, take care. Hello, group number 3. Oh, wait, hold on. All right, my honeys, sorry about that. I didn't change over to group number 3. So hello, group number 3, let's clear the energy. Okay, my honeys, in group number 3, you got the card Tantra. Tantra is really talking about the balance of the masculine and the feminine. When you are expanding into this energy, because Tantra is yogic, meaning it's a practice. And when you're moving into this energy, it's a movement of liberation. It's moving past the dual mind which judges everything as right or wrong, black and white. And you are headed towards a greater truth, group number 3. And this is because you're integrating both of these energies in yourself, the masculine and the feminine. And so when you are integrating this, it's important to know that when you complete this integration, you are quite literally an infinite consciousness. So there's going to be something that you reap in 2025. You are going to be creative. You're going to be in your flow. You're going to be sensual and sexy, and you're going to be nurturing. You're going to be in this flow, group number 3. And it's going to be completely balanced. It's going to be focused. It's going to be present. There's going to be a certain kind of determination and stillness, because that's the masculine. The feminine energy is receptive. Remember, so the masculine is making moves, being determined. The feminine is being receptive, tapping into what's coming forward in the flow, sensual. So Spirit is saying right now, you're receiving this message, group number 3, because there's something about you right now. Spirit is saying you may have a very strong inner critic, one that judges all the moves you make, encourages you to seek extreme amount of perfectionism. And in many ways, you're suppressing this energy of wholeness. And sometimes that has to do with having a wounded masculine part. Check out a reading I just did, because one of the groups, it really talked about the wounded masculine needing healed. So maybe some of you are coming from that reading, and Spirit is saying your success in 2025 being a year, group number 3, of wish fulfillment. Your success is quite literally going to depend on you making the move of integration, integrating the feminine with the masculine, knowing your self-worth, and really lessening the need for external validation, being very confident in what you're doing, recognizing your gifts and utilizing those gifts, utilizing your intuition. This is the union of Shiva and Shakti. This is that union, that pairing, the masculine and feminine, which can never be torn apart. They will always seek each other within us. So Spirit is saying to you, group number 3, this is a time that you really have to address the parts of you that shame yourself, the parts of you that deny or judge, because this integration is a very important part of your success in 2025. Wow. Let's figure out what energy you need to be in. The moon here, it flopped out upside down. And it says here, take note of intuitive messages. Some of you deny your intuition. You think it's your imagination. And imagination is also a great thing, but you think of it as your imagination, as if you've made something up. Group number 3. Some of you are too logical. You're too in your masculine energy, and you do not allow for the feminine to come through, the mystery, the unknown. Spirit is saying here that if you leaned more into the unknown and the mystery, you wouldn't feel so much stress with trying to control outcomes. And Spirit is saying this message, do not take it as something is wrong with you. Spirit is saying it wants to advise you on the moves that you could make that ensure your success in 2025. Some of these have to be pointed out if it's a behavior or a practice of yours. But Spirit is saying you are ultimate perfection. But group number 3, you try to get other people to tell you that. And Spirit says, listen to Spirit. Spirit says you were born whole, perfect, and complete. You were born already with the masculine and the feminine. Something in your life, maybe past experiences, maybe things that happen in your childhood. Spirit says you were taught to just rely on one part of yourself, one aspect of yourself. Spirit is saying it's not only for people who are in the masculine energy. There's some of you that are too much in the feminine, meaning you wait for everything and everyone to tell you what to do and when to do it. And Spirit is saying you need to get more into your masculine, meaning you take charge, you take action, you decide, you are determined. Wow. So Spirit is saying here, look, Spirit is saying the high priestess is the high priestess because she knows how to harness her mystic powers. For those of you who are in the masculine energy too much, regardless of gender, Spirit is saying this high priestess power is coming towards you because you need to release some kind of control. That is keeping you back. It's holding you back from your blessings. Spirit is saying here that there's something about your devotion and commitment. It's a little misaligned. Spirit is saying that look closely at what you give validation to. Look closely at the things you worship. Some of you worship money too much, and will do. I won't say anything for money, but you value money too much. And Spirit is saying there's way more to this life than that. Spirit is also saying some of you are too defensive, and that some of this is about dropping your shields and allowing for this intuitive energy to work its way through you. Spirit is saying many of you in group number 3 are powerful medicine people, powerful shamans. But it's hard for you to drop into this energy because you want to know the outcome. You're the person who shows up at the ritual and you're like, why aren't we starting on time? Spirit says, again, let it communicate to you. Don't be discouraged by this because good things are coming in this reading. But Spirit wants to let you know how powerful you are. But in 2025, if you carry this energy of control, it's not going to help you realize something very important about yourself. One more card, Spirit is saying. Look at that. I told you. Spirit is saying you are a medicine person. Many of you, a medicine mother. The medicine mother, just like the high priestess, do you guys get how powerful you are? Spirit is showing you high priestess next to medicine mother. You have some deep, I wouldn't be surprised if the healer comes out, but you have some deep powers. But Spirit is saying here, what you can do right now in preparation for these powers to become, some of you are in this work, but you're finding it, maybe you're finding it incomplete. And Spirit is saying this is what's incomplete. Balancing, you're not in balance of your primal energies, masculine and feminine. Yeah. Some of you, again, you're in that toxic masculinity. You might be using your authority in a way that isn't conducive to to the things that you really want to do in life. Some of the things that you want to do in life, some of you do want to become a healer. Some of you do feel that calling, but you've got to you've got to be much more supportive of the feminine within you, and for some of you, the feminine outside of you. Some of you have a problem with the feminine in your life. Could be a mother, could just be that energy. Maybe you get really frustrated when people are too much in the feminine energy, meaning they're waiting on you. They're wanting you to take the lead. They're wanting you to say what to do. And some of you are tired of that. You might get frustrated with that dependency kind of energy. And Spirit is saying it's because you're not balanced within yourself. Yeah, look at that. Damsel came right out. And Spirit is saying here, some of you really need to look at that. How you react to people who are, quote unquote, weaker than you or dependent. We're not talking children, we're talking adults. But Spirit is saying here, there's a way in which when you tap into that feminine energy yourself, you're going to see that it can be healthy just to wait and see what comes towards you. It could be very healthy, useful, even restful to not try to control outcomes. Some of you are not allowing yourself to heal with time. You may be even rushing therapy, rushing your own healing process. You may be like, this isn't working for me. I don't see any outcomes. And Spirit's like, be with the flow. Be with the flow of your healing process. Someone needed to hear that. Yeah. Without it, Spirit is warning, without this work of you integrating these energies, you could become one of those healers that's a little toxic, who thinks they know everything, who doesn't work with the energies of Spirit, who's more ego-based. Spirit is saying this is not you, but it could become you if you don't balance these energies. One more card. Yeah. Spirit says the energy of the beggar you need to embrace. What does it mean? Humility, compassion, self-esteem. Do not utilize your abilities to control situations. I keep hearing that word, control. Be more open, even to help, Spirit is saying. Some of you don't even know how to receive help. Okay, what's a spiritual message that Spirit wants to give you? Group number 3. Spirit is saying this is very important because it's trying to tell you this power that you're getting ready to realize. It comes with preparation. Selkie. Come out of hiding. Embrace who you are. I think this message is for some of you, it's for your feminine side. Let it come out. It's not weak. It is quite intelligent. It just has a different energy. Spirit is also saying it's important for you to realize a bigger vision. And that bigger vision can only come towards you. This is a door. Spirit's trying to point my attention to it. This portal. It can only be available for you if you are of the right mind, body, and spirit balance. Group number 3. Spirit is saying it's important as a healer, as a powerful medicine person, that you access this portal. It's essential to the work that you will be doing as a healer. So Spirit is saying if you don't walk through that door, you're going to be one of these healers that are on the outskirts of the portal, meaning you will always feel as if you are not doing enough, that you've got to be better. And Spirit says when you are ready to walk through this portal, you will be so comfortable with the spirit world. There will be no need for you to control anything. There will be no need for you to exert your ego. Because when you go through this portal, you are going to gain the understanding of the intelligence of the divine. Wow. Okay. Wow. One more card. The ripple effect. You are part of something bigger. Spirit's just letting you know right now, group number 3. Maybe some of you have been thinking, oh, I'll just become a healer. Meaning, some of you might just be like, I'll go to medical school, or I'll go to acupuncture school, or I'll become a massage therapist. Like you're just kind of thinking about it on the mundane level. Spirit is saying, no, you are a medicine person. Spirit said to show this to you again. Your healing process is going to highly rely on your intuition and your inner authority. And so Spirit is saying, you've got to understand, you're part of something bigger. What you're getting ready to do is for some of you, part of a movement. It's literally part of a life purpose, an earth purpose, a global purpose. That's what I'm hearing. Wow. Spirit is saying 2025 is going to be that year that you not only realize yourself as a healer, but you walk through this portal. Spirit keeps bringing that up. Let's go to the tarot. Wow, a lot of messages. Don't cheat yourself out of this opportunity by trying to be over strategic about it. There's not a workaround, really, for balancing these energies. Spirit says there is a process you need to go through. And some of that healing process, maybe for some of you, feels a little woo-woo. Spirit's like, don't try to work around me. I'm telling you what you need to do. Wow. So Spirit is saying, this is not something that you can kind of just circumnavigate. Do you guys get that word? Why does Spirit have a big vocabulary? This is not something you can work around. Spirit says when they show you how to do this work, because some of you will be shown what you need to do. And Spirit is saying when you get that insight, because you are the medicine person, do it. Don't avoid it. Don't try to do something else. Yeah. Spirit is saying here that a large part of this process is spiritual. It is going to require for you to come in contact with all elements and all beings of the earth. Meaning, Spirit is going to put you in a situation where you are going to have to be one-on-one with all earth energies, including yourself. Because take it as an initiation. Spirit saying it's like an initiation. It reminds me of this time that, and I might have mentioned it in another reading, I had to do some years ago a vision quest. And on vision quest, you're out in the wilderness by yourself. And, I was fasting too. I only got water. And you fast, you're alone, you're out there. And you have to understand that whatever you're receiving in those moments, even your suffering, is part of the lesson. It's something like that, group number 3. I'm not saying it is that, but it's something like that. But look, I don't know why Spirit's like, let me show you what it is. It's like Knight of Wands. You're going to be told to do something, a journey of some sort. It looks like it's in nature and definitely animal spirits. But Spirit is showing you're happy. You're in your element. One, because Spirit keeps telling me you are the medicine person. If you haven't tapped into this part of yourself, you're getting ready to in 2025. Look at that. Spirit is saying, of course, that this Ace of Swords means this is your journey. Let me put this over here. This is your journey. Okay, last few cards here. Wow. Woo. Group number 3. You know, Spirit communicates very directly through me. I have a feeling some people don't like these kind of readings, but it's the truth. And if you want to hear the truth, I like to communicate the truth. Yeah, Spirit is saying there are going to be aspects of your life where you are complete with certain work. And some of you will know this. You've done the best you can, but in a 9-year, it's kind of like ready for you to take next steps. So some of you will be leaving, maybe leaving a job, maybe leaving a community, a city, a state, a country. Some of you will be called to a different place or a different action. Many of you are going to understand with this integration of the feminine and masculine, you are going to realize your throne, Queen of Pentacles. You're going to be someone who understands the work that's involved. And Spirit is saying, even if you have to leave something because you're being called towards something else, your path is secure materially. Queen of Pentacles has no material needs. 5 of Swords. Again, Spirit is saying, learn how to work with your ego. Learn how to work with your competitiveness. Spirit is saying for someone, that's a specific message. This is not a competition. This is your life's work. So comparing yourself to others, it's not going to work for this path. It's almost as if you need to go through some kind of ego death. Group number 3. Last card. Or last couple. Yeah, you may be called to go within. Some kind of hermitage, some kind of pilgrimage, some kind of meditation retreat. This is actually the last card. Yeah. Spirit is saying here, stay very egoless. There's something about your ambitions. Yes, you are on a path of greatness, and there's something about balancing that with your ambitions. Always wanting something better, always looking for the next thing. This is going to require for you to be very present in the moment. Okay, group number 3. Wow. These readings have been powerful, you all. I really think that if you resonate with this one, please put a medicine symbol, if you can find one, in the comments. So if you have an emoji that's like a medicine symbol, like a caduceus, but if you can't find a caduceus, put a red cross, because that's kind of like a low-key, healer symbol. But let me know who you are, group number 3, because your Spirit is showing that you are set to be someone who is Spirit is saying, already very powerful, but you in 2025 are realizing this power, but it comes with some responsibility, balanced energies. Okay, my honeys, if you resonated with this, can you please give me a thumbs up? If you like the way that I read, could you please consider subscribing to this channel and click the bell so you get notified when I upload new readings? If this is where we part, group number 3, 2025 looks quite powerful for you. Okay, my honeys. Hello, group number 4. Let's clear the energies. Hello, group number 4. Welcome to your reading on your ultimate success move for 2025. You got the card Pratyahara. Look at that. Just in pure connection and meditation, right? So Spirit is saying here, group number 4, that it will be important for the year of 2025 in order to achieve the success that you are wanting. It's going to be important for you to retreat and really draw back into yourself. Some of you are very externally focused right now, Spirit is saying. You may be drinking too much coffee, you may be watching too much TV or engaging with too much social media. And so Pratyahara, it translates into withdrawing into oneself so that you can receive the nourishment of your senses. So this is going to be a time of preparation for you, Spirit is saying, which is why the reading is being done early. Because there's some preparation in order for you to achieve ultimate success in 2025, group number 4. So Spirit is saying here that going into 2025, it's going to be important that you let go of distractions in your life because you are upgrading, group number 4. And so it's going to be important for you to let go of overstimulating yourself with various things, including food, including people, and really tap into what's anchoring you. And you want to be anchored to the physical world. Sometimes what's happening is that you are so focused on all of the chakras that are above above the how do I want to say above the sacral, maybe even above the root. I don't know yet, but Spirit is showing me you're so focused on maybe even some of you so focused on your crown chakra even, that there's a way in which you are not grounded and tethered to this earthly world. And so Spirit wants you to dive deeper into your pratyahara and let go of attachments, even if they're very subtle. So for many of you in this group, this is about either taking on a meditation practice or reviving one, because it's going to really draw you into yourself, group number 4. And it's going to illuminate what you're holding on to. Because from here, you're going to be able to listen to the truths that are within you. And there's something about in contacting those truths, you're going to take them into 2025 because they are going to be useful for some kind of situation. Let's see. So let's ask Spirit. Spirit's been saying with these cards what energy you need to be in for 2025. What energy you need to be in. Yeah. This card came out reverse, and when I looked at it, it said hold space. Spirit is saying here for you specifically, group number 4, that you actually hold too much space for people. You're always more looking at, oh, what are other people's needs? Let me wait on other people. And Spirit is saying right now, in preparation for this powerful year of wish fulfillment, the year of 9, you are going to need to learn how to hold space for yourself, group number 4. It's going to be very important, your spiritual practice. And Spirit is saying many of you already have a very powerful one, but you're not dedicating it to yourself. That's interesting that Spirit is saying that. Yeah. Spirit is saying too that you need to be more instinctual. And that will come with this grounding, Spirit is saying, because there's something about earth energy, animal energy. Like animals trust their instinct. They trust when something, a sound or something they see does not seem safe. Maybe that's something for you, for some of you in this group, to not unnecessarily expose yourself to unsafe conditions. Some of you, Spirit is saying, need to take more care in ensuring your safety. I don't know why that's coming up, but Spirit said to say it. Make sure you're safe. You're around safe people, safe situations. Yeah. See things from a higher perspective too. Spirit is calling your attention to not being so, even though the eagle is up in the air, the eagle is using that vantage point to see everything. The eagle is not just flying around. The eagle has a purpose. And so group number 4, there's something about you needing to pay attention to something. Spirit wants you to see it from all angles, not just one. Very interesting. Yeah. A lot of this is going to be about your spiritual practice. I don't know why it's coming up, but Spirit is saying some of you might be in spiritual spaces that are not safe. That's interesting. But Spirit is saying a way to like really know what your surroundings are about, because some surroundings we need to tap into on the energetic level. They may present at the mundane level as everything is okay, but you need to trust your instincts. You need to hold space for yourself. You need to be very aligned, Spirit is saying, group number 4, of what and who you're involved with. I don't know why for someone that's coming up. So Spirit is saying, being in this meditation practice, it's going to hone you in. It's really going to, I'm hearing, it's going to crystallize your senses. I don't know if that's the right word, but that's what I'm hearing. Crystallize your senses. It's going to fine tune them. Spirit is saying one more card from this deck. Interesting. One more card from this deck. Yeah. Spirit is calling your attention, group number 4, to some patterns that you have familially. For some of you, your spiritual practice has been handed down through the family. For others of you, there's people in your family that have always kind of, I don't know why this is coming up, and it's not necessarily a negative, but for some of you, Spirit wants you to look at who you follow guru-wise. Look at family patterns of maybe not so good gurus that people have followed in the past. Now, I know that's subjective, but Spirit is saying it. Take it where it resonates. If it doesn't resonate, don't worry about it. More from Spirit. What energies do you need to be in? There's something about you, group number 4, even if you are very mature, and some of you can be any age. Spirit says that you really work with your child energy. Maybe some of you have done a lot of inner child work and healed in many ways. And Spirit says that's good. But Spirit is also saying sometimes the inner child, while you want to let it play, you must keep it safe. That's so interesting that keeps coming up. Because there's a innocence, a purity about you, group number 4, regardless of your age. And it's something that Spirit just wants to warn you, don't let it get taken advantage of. Yeah, Spirit wants you, even though it's not completely in your nature, in preparation for this beautiful, Spirit uses the word beautiful to describe your 2025. Group 4, Spirit wants you to be more observant. Use your intuition. Use your own inner authority. Seek out the truth. Ask questions. It will help you in the end. Don't make assumptions. Alchemists in reverse. There's something about someone around you. Someone, some people, some organization. They misuse their powers, especially their spiritual practices. I know this is very specific, but be careful. Child eternal. Spirit is saying that there's something about you that likes to surrender your authority. And while Spirit says it's very sweet because it makes you very cooperative, it makes you very collaborative, but Spirit is saying protect your child parts. Protect them. Do not let people manipulate you. That's what I'm hearing. Ooh. Yeah. Similar to another group, but also a little different. Group number 4, you are a powerful healer, but you do it through energy. You're able to help people shift out of some negative moods, negative energies. You're able to just cleanse them of it. And you're very giving and generous with this ability. You can transform pain. You can transform trauma, I'm hearing. And Spirit says it wants you to realize how needed your gifts are, which I think you know, but Spirit is saying how valuable your gifts are. Do not let people take advantage of you. Spirit, there's something here. Spirit is saying your gifts should not be just for free. You need to eat. You need to take care of yourself. You need maybe medical insurance. You need certain things. There's something Spirit does not like about the people or something around you, the way it interacts with your abilities and gifts, and generally your comportment. Spirit is saying here that sometimes being dependent on others, it can really leave us wide open for being taken advantage of. What you need to do for 2025, my love, Spirit is saying, my love, is to love yourself enough to know that there are some people who may not love like you do, who may not see the world as you do. And it is important to be decisive in those moments. Not because you want to harm somebody or hurt someone, but Spirit is saying you are very precious to it. Spirit really loves you. Spirit has all these endearing names for you, group number 4. My honey, my love. It says it wants you to think of yourself as very valuable, because you are. I get that it makes Spirit very upset that people want to take advantage of you. And if you're not seeing it, maybe this is not your group, or maybe you need to be in this state of reflection to really see it, because you are truly kind. You're truly a person who respects others. There's something about you. You may be in age older, but your spirit is so young. Look at this. You are a maiden. It's almost like Spirit just looks out for you. You're Spirit's youngest child. Group number 4. It's like Spirit loves your compassion, loves how you play, loves how you heal. Spirit says it's just looking out for you, and will continue to look out for you. Yes, because you understand. You are part of a bigger plan. Just like some of your comrades in other groups, you are part of a bigger plan, my group number 4. And Spirit says it will step in if it needs to, but it doesn't really want to, because it feels like you need to learn this lesson. You need to protect yourself, because Spirit says it's your responsibility even. Wow. Spirit is saying, all of my spiritual children, whether they're healers, medicine people, they are responsible to learn how to protect themselves. We have a world full of chaos, and we are here to do our work, but we must know clearly the energies we are sometimes exposed to. You have the Empress in reverse. Spirit is pointing out here, care for your baby. Not a literal baby, but the baby of your work, the baby of your energy. Care for it. The Empress does not let anything near her creations that doesn't belong there. The Empress protects all who's under her venue, including herself. Yes, again, Spirit is showing how compassionate you are, Queen of Cups, the Empress. You are in some very feminine energy. And the feminine, unfortunately, on this planet, group number 4, it is not always respected. We know this. And we know that the feminine is returning, but we've got to understand the conditions in which it's returning into. 4 of Pentacles. There is something about you taking care of your financial situation that Spirit wants you to do. It's something about this free work or your generosity. There are people who can pay you. They can pay you. They can barter with you. They can help you fulfill your own needs. Yeah. 2 of Wands. Spirit wants you to take decisive action and really take care of yourself. Don't let yourself get weighed down by other people's energies that you can't see your path ahead. Six of Wands in reverse. Spirit is very concerned about you. Utilizing your energies for your success. Spirit is saying it's very hard for you to understand your worth. And it's because you're so committed to seeing people suffer less. But Spirit is saying, take your time, my honey. Take your time. Really observe. Because in true situations, you will not be taken advantage of. Your needs will be met. Last few messages. Spirit is saying this is not to bring you down. It's just to open your eyes. And Spirit says, you probably know this already. Four of Swords. You've been thinking about this. There's something you know is not quite right. Spirit says, don't second guess yourself or let people gaslight you. Yeah. Ace of Swords in reverse. Hold on. Seven of Cups in reverse. Be careful of something you're being asked to do. Something new, something different, maybe a new proposal for something. Make sure it provides you with the things that you need in life, my honey. Okay? Someone is making you an offering. But Spirit is pointing out that it's not sure that you will, I know this sounds like a weird thing to say, but you will be able to feed yourself. Will you be able to feed yourself with this offering? And when I hear that, it's not all literal. Feed yourself. We feed ourselves in a number of ways. But it could be literal. Like, are you going to be able to survive off of this? Okay. Anything else, Spirit? Know that you are loved. Know that you are loved. If you stumbled upon this reading, it's because Spirit says it loves all its children. I always get in trouble, but Spirit's like, they really love you. They wouldn't have even brought you to this reading to hear this if you didn't hear the love in this. Okay, my honeys. Wow. Okay. If you resonate with this reading, could you please give it a thumbs up? And could you also put a cup emoji in the comments? If you can find a cup, any kind of cup, put it in the emoji in the comment. And give it a thumbs up. If you like the way that I read, please consider subscribing to this channel. Click that bell because you will get notified of new readings as they are uploaded. And my honeys in group number 4. Wow, you are such a beautiful spirit. I can feel your energy. And Spirit says it hopes it wasn't too direct, but it wanted you to know this. Okay, my huns. Bye. Hello, group number 5. Let's clear the energies. Okay, group number 5. This reading is your ultimate success, your success move for 2025. Wow, these readings have been very deep. I feel myself just kind of floating. So group number 5, you chose the card Bhakti. I didn't have my reading glasses on, so I said Shakti, but it's Bhakti. Sorry about that. But Spirit is saying it may have been just a little bit purposeful on its end. Bhakti. So Bhakti is a yogic practice. And what it means, group number 5, is devotion. So Spirit has been saying that sometimes when we lose touch with the divine, life becomes really mundane. It can even become meaningless. And so Spirit says that if you've been feeling like things have been a little meh, things have been a little mundane, you really haven't found any kind of taste for life, Spirit is calling you in this preparation for 2025 to deepen your connection with the divine, with it. Because Spirit is saying that when you walk the path of devotion is very specific practice, group number 5. Because when you're in devotion, you are recognizing something that's greater than yourself, greater than your body, greater than your possessions, your money, or your desires. It's a kind of dedication to the divine. I love, like, in Indian or maybe Hindu culture, maybe other cultures, uh, people call themselves a devotee. And I think that's what you're being called to, group number 5, because your path is one of bhakti. And so Spirit is saying you may benefit from going to listen to kirtan. So some yoga studios, at least, in the US, have kirtan, which is a kind of music, devotional mantras. They're meditations and prayers to gods and goddesses. So Spirit is inviting you in, group number 5. What a beautiful invitation to connect to it at the devotional level. Because Spirit is saying you're going to, in 2025, you are going to realize a selfless path, a path that's going to take you to great ecstasy. Wow. Bliss. I think Spirit has been saying that is what's missing from your life, group number 5, a certain kind of bliss, a certain kind of ecstasy, a certain kind of pleasure. Like, your life right now is not demonstrating that. And Spirit is saying it exists, it's here for you. And Spirit is inviting you, group number 5, into its temple. Wow. Okay. So, group number 5, what's Spirit saying in terms of the energy you need to embody? Some of you, this is about it's about sexuality. It's about the seeds that you are growing. Some of you, this is about your internal fertility. There's something about the process of even becoming pregnant. Not saying that you're a person that can get pregnant, not saying that you want to become pregnant, but pregnancy, it's energy. It's one of spark. And so your conception cannot happen without a spark, Spirit is showing me. And that spark lives within you. Even if you do not have a womb, or you're not going to give birth to a baby, or you're not interested in that, Spirit says that you're still giving birth to yourself. And that this self is constantly rebirthing itself through the devotional process. So right now, Spirit is saying that in preparation for 2025, because it is a 9-year, a year of wish fulfillment, and Spirit is really honing in on that for you, group 5, you are going to receive a beautiful wish, because it is coming from seeds that you are sowing. But Spirit is saying some of those seeds need to be sown right now. Like right now in this year of 2024. So there's some things you need to do to realize some beautiful wish, some beautiful birth. I hear that you're getting ready to you're getting ready to birth something. I keep hearing it in that kind of way. For some of you it might be a literal child, but for some of you it's a project or an art piece or a piece of written material. It could be yourself. Spirit is saying right now, group number 5, that there is a part of you that needs to learn how to stand tall in who you are, to not let life, maybe even people, kind of run over you, kind of similar to the previous group. But here, Spirit is saying it's in standing tall and confident about what you offer. Because Spirit says there's something in your talents and your skills that you don't really let other people see at its full level. Like people might know you're a writer, but you never let people read anything. You never let people hear you read any of it. That's just an example. But Spirit says when you are in mountain energy, you're standing tall and proud of who you are. For some of you, this is about your identity, being proud of who you are. Be proud. Proud, pride, something there. Yeah. Spirit's saying it's time for you to make plans and focus because 2025, there's a gift for you. There was another group that had a gift too, but no, there's something you are going to release out into the world in 2025. And Spirit wants you to plan for it. You see here, warrior energy even. But quite literally, it could be for some of you in this group, you're writing something. Are you writing something? Coming up with a formula for something? It's an intellectual endeavor you're getting ready to do. You may be a little defensive about it too. And Spirit's like, that's okay. But you're going to need to share your gifts, I'm hearing. At some point. Yeah. Even though this is an intellectual endeavor that you may be participating in 2025, my group number 5, there is something magical to the process that Spirit wants to introduce you to. Because it's quite literally about this manifestation energy of yours. You are quite the magical person. I don't know why this is coming up, but maybe some of you write science fiction. Let me know in the comments. But there's something, or you write about magic. Let me know. Wow. And Spirit is saying that your gifts are your medicine. Another group had this card, but Spirit is saying it's a little different for you, group number 5. Your gifts are medicinal. If you do write, and I keep coming back to that, it doesn't have to be that you're a writer, but someone listening to this is. If you do write, the things you write about bring healing to people. If you create in any kind of way, singing, you write songs maybe, poetry, spoken word, maybe you write technical pieces. Whatever it is that you create, I get that this group has some kind of creation that it's doing. You quite literally heal people with your words, maybe your voice, the sounds that you make. Someone might even be a DJ, or, like you compose music that way. Let me know. Yeah. Spirit is saying this gift of yours and allowing you for yourself to bloom in 2025 is going to bring you so much joy. It's literally going to change your face. That's what Spirit is saying right now. You may just be looking a little glum, like something. You're not letting your gifts feed you, group number 5. And Spirit is saying when your gifts feed you, it's like honey on your tongue. It's like bliss. Look at your avatar. It's like the sun it's igniting from your energy. So group number 5, Spirit is saying here, your gifts are not only medicine for others, it's for you. Like, you need to understand, you need this creative force, whatever it is, like teeth need toothpaste. I don't know why that was the sample, but Spirit is saying you need this like the body needs water. Like, you cannot not create. You cannot not do. It is part of what keeps you alive. It's part of what keeps your life force going. And so in preparation for this, look, some of you are doing something quite unique, quite unheard of. And Spirit is saying, if you haven't tapped into this in your preparation for 2025, you're about to realize, look at that. It's like a light bulb. You're about to realize a brilliant, I'm talking brilliant creation. And Spirit says it's coming from your passion. It's coming from that energy. That is why you have got to connect with this energy. Spirit is warning you. Do not engage in any self-destructive behavior that would distract you and take you away from your goals, okay? Do not self-sabotage. Sometimes you might do that because you're fearful of this power you have, because this energy you have, group number 5, it is like magnetic. People, you must notice that people are so attracted to you. They always want to know, hey, they're calling you up, they're texting you, hey, group number 5, what are you doing? Can I come over? Do you want to hang out? And group number 5, they're always like, group number 5, can you help me with this? Group number 5, what's up? Like you may even find you need to hide from people because you're so magnetic at times. But lately, Spirit is saying you might seem a little gray, even to people around you. Maybe people are asking you, is something wrong? Maybe you're tired. I don't know, but Spirit is saying that's not your usual self. You need to be in queen energy, regardless of your gender. You need to be out there. Really, I'm hearing being a magnetic feminine force. There's something about the feminine energy inside of you that really sparks your creativity. We going back again to that energy, that spark of pregnancy, and pregnancy just meaning you're getting ready to give birth to a creation. I can't help but keep hearing that. This is going to bring you liberation, a kind of freedom. If you're stuck in some kind of mundane job or feeling like you've got to work 2 and 3 and 4 jobs, Spirit's like, tap into your energy. It's going to liberate you. It's going to free you. Because right now, some of you think you have to have a job. Like some of you were brought up with that, with that kind of belief that artists can't live off of their art. Spirit is saying you are an exception, if not the rule. Yeah. For you right now in preparation of 2025 and huge successes, group number 5, you're going to need to negotiate between the parts of yourself, the parts of yourself that just want security and you'll work a mundane job, and the parts of yourself that just wants to bust free and create and be your creative artist self. I keep saying you're an artist, but whatever you create, there's something where you feel like your world can't be supported by your creativity, and Spirit is saying, yes, it can. What spiritual message does the divine want you to know? The wellspring. What are you thirsty for? That's it. Spirit is saying that, right now, if you're kind of feeling depleted, gray, I keep seeing gray for some reason. Maybe you're wearing a lot of gray. Maybe your apartment home has a lot of gray in it. I don't know. But Spirit, maybe you're living somewhere that's kind of gray and cloudy. Maybe you're in Seattle or something. Anyway, Portland, that area. Wherever you are, Spirit says, you're thirsty. You're thirsty for this creative energy, for this spark. And if you realize it, you can do something about it. Botanist. Yeah, you may benefit from some kind of collaboration, even. There may be some idea that someone comes up with and says, hey, can you work on this with me? And Spirit is saying, take it up. It's going to allow you to get back into that energy of creating, and it may inspire you in some way. Spirit is saying one more card. Okay. Yeah, immerse yourself. Wow. So Spirit is really saying, if you know of creative things that are going on, if you need to go and take a class at the community center, there's something where Spirit wants you to get back into your creativity. I don't think that it can say it enough. Okay, let's go to the tarot. Yeah. Let's go back to devotion. It is in this devotion that you are going to connect with everything around you, and it's going to feed you. It's going to become your source. So in many ways, some people think when Spirit wants them to devote themselves to the divine, they think, oh, am I being asked to go to church or a temple or something? And Spirit's like, no, you're being asked to create. Spirit is saying, my force is creative. Wow. The artist is just as divine as the pastor, as the rabbi, as the sheik. I don't know why I heard sheik. As the, I don't know what else, the Buddhist monk. You're just as divine, Spirit is saying. Spirit is saying too that 2025, ooh, sorry, I just moved the camera a little bit. Let me move it a little. Okay, there we go. Sorry, you all. Spirit is saying, group number 5, that you will also be prosperous. That's also this rabbit, prosperity. Put in the hard work and you will reap the work. You may have to wait a little bit, but don't get discouraged by that. Trust your intuition. Trust the mystery of it all. Just devote. Be a devotee. And Spirit says your special devotedness is by creating, group number 5. Being in your creativity. That is how you're going to show the divine that you love it, that you honor it, that you are so committed to your path. That's Spirit saying that's how you can show your love. Create. Yeah. Spirit is saying you're the only one that's holding yourself back. And sometimes, again, it's pointing to that self-sabotage. Yeah, Spirit is saying, be careful about this. Don't do it to yourself. Maybe there's an opportunity that you're not taking. Maybe there's someone you can, this is very specific, someone wants to see your work and you haven't gotten back to them. Spirit is saying, do not self-sabotage. Last few cards. Spirit is saying, without saying it, I'm saying it. You are a star. This work that you will do, it is quite literally going to lead you to stardom. Whatever this creation is, it is going to blast you into the sky. There is someone who's trying to see your work. Spirit's like, there's somebody you need to connect with. Yeah. The Spirit is saying, don't miss that opportunity, even though you can't really miss anything. Yeah. Spirit says to look at the influences of your family. Some of you were brought up with a family that doesn't understand the arts. They keep saying, you need to make a living. You need to feed yourself. And while that is true, you need to transform some of that messaging so that you can be free, liberate yourself. Yeah. I think some of you will even realize a beautiful community from this. You may even realize a relationship because it's kind of that energy showing up. Maybe this is someone you're going to partner with that you'll end up partnering with. Okay? I keep seeing it. Like someone you're going to work with, but also someone you may actually fall in love with. Any other messages, Spirit? Act now, not later. Act now, not later. And do not juggle this opportunity. There's something someone's sitting on. Don't juggle it, okay? Spirit is saying quite literally, you have a path towards a very active, powerful, and very successful 2025 if you listen to Spirit's guidance. Okay, group number 5, if you resonated with this reading, could you please give me a thumbs up? And if you like the way that I read and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And then you click that bell, you'll get notified when I upload new readings. If this is where we part, group number 5, could you please put a paintbrush in the comments? Because you're creating something, and I would love to know that resonated with you. Okay, my honeys, take care. Stop. Hello, group number 6. Sorry, I got started without putting your avatar up. Let's clear the energies. All right. Group number 6. Let me just see something really quick. I want to check something before I say this. You are one of 2 groups, group number 6, that have called in a deity. Okay? You have called in Lakshmi. If you know who Lakshmi is, and if you don't, she is a goddess of abundance, fortune, and beauty. It's said that Lakshmi, she's only going to come to those who deserve it, who call upon her, because you have to be very special to be blessed with her fortune. She reminds me of Oshun energy, just energetically, I feel it. But Lakshmi, Spirit is saying that she's coming to you, group number 6, because you are definitely worthy of her graces. Because she's a goddess of abundance, physical beauty, life force, good fortune, even fertility. She's so sweet, like the fruits and the petals of the flowers. I mean, she comes with this activation of our senses. In many ways, she is telling you that you are ready in this 2025 to realize the fruits of your labor, group number 6. It could be financial abundance. It could be radiant health. It could be partnership. It could be a beautiful home, good fortune. And even for some of you, if you were looking to do it, become pregnant. So Spirit is saying this reading is coming to you, group number 6, for preparation. So your preparation, group number 6, is realizing that you are enough, that you already have all that you need. So Lakshmi is coming to remind you how already you're so beautiful, you're so abundant, you're so radiant. Many of you do not realize how beautiful you are. Spirit's like, you are fine. All right, you fine. Spirit's just reminded me of Don't judge me, y'all. But some old man, he came up to me one time when I first moved out to the desert. The desert be having some very gritty men out here. And he came up to me and he was like trying to talk to me and he was all like, "You're cute." I'm all like, "To you, I'm fine." Y'all know I can be mischievous like that. But really, Lakshmi is saying, group number 6, you have so much beauty. It's like bountiful. Maybe you don't even notice. I get a lot of people in group number 6 don't notice how radiant they are, how stunning you are, I'm hearing. But there's something too about you embodying your bountifulness, embodying richness. And Spirit is saying you're receiving this message because there's a lot of inner dialogue about how you're not good enough, or how you just need to, I don't know, for some of you might be saying, I just need to lose these few pounds, or I need to gain these few pounds, or I need to just make this much more money. Like some of you are keeping yourself from happiness because you believe you're not enough. And Spirit is saying right now, it needs for you to understand what this internal dialogue is doing to you, that you need to start practicing positive dialogue with yourself, because you've got to understand the way you speak to yourself, you would not speak to other people that way. And so Spirit is saying you need to change that. It impacts how you walk in the world. And Spirit is saying Lakshmi is even saying you are a walking goddess. You don't know how powerful you are. And so Spirit says in 2025, when you step into this energy, it is if flowers are going to be growing from your steps, group number 6. It is if people who knew you in the past, who might have slept on you, who may have fumbled you, they're going to be like, wait, have you seen group number 6 lately? Because really, it's not so much about what you need to do to your external physical self. Spirit is saying when you realize this Lakshmi energy, the blessings of her inside of you, you are going to radiate such beauty, such abundance and prosperity. It's like things will just arrive at your feet. Your treasures will appear at your feet. Lakshmi energy is quite feminine, meaning you will receive in 2025, group number 6. You will be receiving so many things, you're going to wonder. It may be a year that you play the lottery. It may be a year that you receive gifts from people. It may be a year that you just land all kinds of opportunities. Wow. But Spirit says you, as powerful as you are to call in these things, your voice to yourself, it can call in the opposite. Do you get what I'm saying? So Spirit is kind of warning you. You've got to talk better to yourself, because you're manifesting the things, the way that you talk to yourself, you're manifesting that. Just as you would manifest the abundance, you can manifest lack. Okay? So let's see how Spirit says you need to embrace this energy. Look at that. She-wolf. Spirit is saying you need to unleash your divine feminine. You need to, right now, you keep it caged up. You keep it as something that you wouldn't dare expose people to. But group number 6, this is you. Lakshmi is you. She-wolf is you. Wow. Whoever you are in this group, you're going to have to put a snake in the comments, because I'm going to tell you, when snake shows up, I mean, here it says shed or skin, but snake is an ancient symbol for the divine feminine. That is why I have a tattoo of it. It is an ancient symbol of the divine feminine that the patriarchy took over and tried to make evil. But the snake is the symbol of rejuvenation, of rebirth, of understanding and realizing yourself at the deepest level. Your divine feminine, group number 6, is calling to you. And Spirit is saying, will you answer the call? Will you look in the mirror and see yourself for who you truly are? A divine goddess, regardless of your gender, but divine goddess. Some of you have very beautiful hair. You may wear very beautiful jewelry, or you may need to get some kind of like moonstone. I'm seeing moonstone, maybe an abalone, something that's kind of iridescent, and wear it on your ring finger. That's a message for someone. Start wearing gemstones, jewelry. Adorn yourself, Spirit is saying, like Lakshmi. Adorn yourself with jewels. Adorn yourself with perfumes. It's not so much that you need to make yourself up. It's the way that you love and give to yourself, group number 6. It's just going to put you in that energy. Yes, Spirit is saying there's so many directions you could go with this kind of energy, with this kind of power. And so Spirit is saying you literally in 2025, you literally in 2025, group number 6, could choose your path. This is how blessed it is. This is the blessings of Lakshmi that you are realizing. Group number 6. Did I say 5? Group number 6. Spirit is really guiding you right now to be the light, because that is what you are. You have such a divine wisdom. You illuminate your environments. You're stunning. And so it's important for you to realize that this in the last part of this year. If you're seeing this in the new year, because Spirit is saying some of you won't see this until maybe 2025, it's okay. Spirit is saying this energy, it's yours. It's a birthright of yours. Look at this. You need to face this. Spirit is calling it like a demon inside of you, but don't be afraid and don't take it as that. Spirit is saying something, that thing that's speaking to you, it's not you. Maybe it's the voice of a very critical parent that you grew up with. Maybe it's the voice of a past abusive relationship. Take it where it resonates. But Spirit is saying you need to exorcise it from yourself. You need to get rid of it. Some of you would benefit from some kind of cleansing, Spirit is saying. I'm seeing something like water, like maybe you need to go to the ocean or some body of water and cleanse yourself. Others of you, if you don't have access to a body of water, going to get some, a Spirit is saying holy water. I don't know, some kind of water that's been blessed, and cleanse yourself with it. Others of you, if you know what Olympia is where you have special herbs, and you can go to a curandera, or if you live in an area where there's Curanismo is practiced, then you can go get Olympia, and even an egg cleansing. There's something you need to do. You can have a practitioner do it, or you can do it yourself. Spirit is saying cleanse yourself, because there's some kind of energy hanging around you that likes to feed off of this negativity, but you're only giving it to yourself, because Spirit says you don't give it to others, you're just giving it to yourself. And so Spirit is saying stop beating up on yourself. Pioneer. Spirit is saying there's so much for you to offer, but you've got to be free and confident to make those offerings. You're such a passionate person. And this is all about a self-discovery that's taking place for you. Some of you, Spirit is saying that in this 9 year, 2025 being a 9 year, combined with your birth date, it's coming to a 7 year. So you're on a spiritual journey that's going to realize fulfillment for you in 2025. Some of you will realize a relationship too with someone who's quite adores you. They may even, ooh, sorry, it hit the camera. They may even have more than a adoring for you. They seem to be very attracted to you. You have this person is going to see you somewhat like a virgin. I mean, I'm kind of getting Madonna, like a virgin, touch for the very first time. It's kind of like a Madonna, like a version, not an actual version, but this person's going to see you. I mean, you could be, I don't know. They're going to see you as very pure. They love your heart. They love your spirit, but they are definitely attracted to your Lakshmi energy. Okay. What else about this, Spirit? Yeah, it's going to be important for you in order to realize the beauty of even a beautiful relationship. You're going to have to heal this wounded part of you, because for some of you, that overly critical voice, it's from childhood. It's from a critical caregiver or parent, someone in your family. It's something that you took to heart as a small child. Maybe people criticized your looks, or maybe your looks were very unique. And Spirit is saying, for some of you, your your beauty is so unique. That's a sign of Lakshmi. That sometimes you grow up and you know that tale of the ugly duckling. I'm putting that in quotes because no one's ugly, but the ugly duckling that becomes this beautiful swan. That's kind of like Lakshmi energy too. You know, someone who transforms themselves, that transformation, Spirit is saying once again, it is not makeup, it is not surgeries. It's not enhancements. It's your energy. It's healing this wound of yours that thinks you are less than. Some of you are contemplating some kind of enhancement, and Spirit's like, do this work first. Really love yourself first. Really realize this energy inside of you, and you will see you are stunning just as you are. But no judgment if it's something you feel you need to do. Let it go. Look at that. Release the past. And that's merely what some of you need to do. You may benefit by going to therapy if you can access it. But again, Spirit is showing your healing is through some kind of water, some kind of cleansing. Look at that. Again, water. It would benefit you to go to the ocean if you can. It says it is your time. Spirit is saying it is your time to heal this. There is no other time. Don't delay another year, because Spirit is saying that this is your year to realize not only love, but just all areas of life being blessed for you. There we go again. Deep sea diving. Spirit is saying, quite literally, some kind of water. Healing. And the more that you dive, and water could also symbolize your emotions. So some kind of healing of your emotions. So again, therapy or some type of healing would be very helpful. Maybe even if it's trauma work. I do that kind of work with my clients. It's very helpful. Find a therapist that does EMDR. It's called E as in I, D, desensitization. Oh, wait, EM. M as in eye movement, desensitization, reprocessing. It's a process, and we help your eyes through eye movement and some working around your past traumas. You're able to reprocess your traumas. It's a very powerful modality. I do it with clients, and there's plenty of other therapists that do that, probably around the world. But you need to address your emotional healing, because it is literally this healing a gateway to your Lakshmi energy, to the blessings of Lakshmi. Okay, let's go to the tarot. What else, Spirit? Yeah, I think when you do this healing too, you're going to let go of an energy, a Knight of Swords, someone that hasn't been that great to you, someone that hasn't treated you that well, or someone that you're hung up on that's no longer around. This person might have even left the scene, but you may think of them a lot. Group number 6. Yeah, it's now time with healing to balance the scales in your life. You deserve this life. Whoever's tried to put their own negativity on you, whoever's tried to make you small, you are meant to be bigger. You're meant to be in your power. Look at that. You are a Queen of Wands. You were meant to have herds follow you. You were meant to have a following. Some of you will become a star. I don't see the star card yet, but you're meant to be in this energy. Some of you don't believe this. Spirit is saying right now, you cannot believe that you are getting ready to step into this energy, but Spirit is saying it is most certainly you. Don't think too long. You know, the OGs say, you think long, you think wrong. Okay? Don't hesitate, because Spirit is saying that in 2025, you can be your full self. Okay? Last few messages. Yeah. In order to realize this wish fulfillment, it's going to mean that you do some deep healing. And Spirit is saying here, don't bypass your feelings. Feelings, water is all over this. Heal your feelings. Heal your emotions. Do the work. You are not a prisoner. You're not a prisoner even to your most toughest emotions. You can heal this, Spirit is saying. And look at that. Because with this 3 of Swords is saying you can heal this broken heart. Some of you, this negative talk comes from an abusive past partner. Maybe this person. It's time for you to heal from that situation. And I'm very sorry you went through it. No one deserves that treatment. And Spirit is saying when you are able to heal and work through this, maybe through the help and support of someone, you're going to understand that that was never someone you could have built a life with. That was never going to be someone that you could build a family with. They have much work to do. Yeah. But Spirit is saying you have an opportunity to realize a new life, new family, new community. You do. Any last messages, Spirit? Yeah. Spirit says this is upright. Some of you, not only are you going to realize a new community, you will probably realize a partner. Okay? but it requires for you to do this healing work. And Lakshmi says, you are so worthy of it, my honey. Okay, group number 6. If you resonated with this reading, could you please give it a thumbs up? Remember to put that snake in the comments because that lets me know that it's you. And if you like the way that I read and you want to stay connected, please subscribe. Click that bell because then you'll get notified when I upload new readings. And my honeys, wow, a true beauty queen, a true goddess. All right, take care. Hello, group number 7. Let's clear the energies. Okay, group number 7. Last but definitely not least, you have chosen Dhumavati. This is a powerful reading, I can tell already. You are one of 2 groups that chose a deity, group number 7. And your group number is 7. So this is a spiritual journey, we can already tell. So Dhumavati, she is the goddess of disappointment and letting go. And letting go isn't always a bad thing because you need to make space for something that's better. And Dhumavati is about pain and struggle that you had to go through. But it's very interesting because Spirit is saying she is the energy that you experience right before you become enlightened. She is that force that is moving past illusion, they call Maya, and she's looking life and death right in the eye. And she's guiding you right now, group number 7, through a difficult time. And your highest self awaits the other side of this difficulty. So Spirit is saying in 2025, you are going to realize the end of your struggles, the end of your hardships. In 2025, you are going to understand why these hardships you experienced, why you encountered them, and you are going to understand the lesson of them and how you have been reshaped. Literally, Spirit is saying you are being reshaped. Maybe your bones. You know how sometimes when you break a certain kind of bone, you don't break it, but it becomes out of place. They've got to break it again, or they've got to like move it in such a way that's so painful to put it back, to make sure it heals in a proper way. Spirit is likening your healing process, this painful, hard healing process that you've been through in 2024, to this group number 7. You're being put back together. You're going to connect the dots of all of this. And you're going to understand in 2025 your journey, because it quite literally will enlighten you. You will become so elevated, Spirit is saying. If not now, some of you are in different timelines, Spirit is showing me. But this reading is coming to you in this time period because Spirit wants you to know that 2025 is a year of realization for you, self-realization. Not only is it the year of wish fulfillment, your wish is self-realization, although you wouldn't have known it through this pain and suffering that you might have been through. In the past year, Spirit is saying maybe the past couple of years, and this pain and suffering with the appearance of Dhumavati, you are seeing the end of it. You are seeing her reach out her hand to you And literally, you are going to, Spirit says you may not see it now, you are going to thank the God. You're going to thank the goddess. You're going to thank the universe, creator, whatever you call it, for your struggles, because you would have still been in a different kind of life. And now you understand yourself at a core level, group number 7. You've walked through the valley of the shadow of death, and you will emerge such a brand new person. I mean, your understanding of life, the things that you concern yourself with, the things that you allow to stress you or not allow to stress you, it's all going to come into a beautiful understanding. You know whose story is coming up for me, and I don't claim to know all of it, but I heard a part of it. Byron Katie. Byron Katie had said that she was in a dark room. She described it as so harrowing. She said, I was on the floor. I was in such pain and despair. And she described at some moment a thought hit her, and she realized enlightenment for herself. And from there, she became a voice for people, a voice of spirit for people. I can't say I know much about her work or anything like that, but I did. That story of her and her healing process, it always stuck with me. And it's something like that, group number 7, that either you're currently going through or will go through, but Spirit is saying this moment is to let you know that this too will pass. And when this passes, you would have made it through the other side. And you will see things as they truly are. Some of you need to go to a Vipassana retreat. You need to learn Vipassana meditation. If you don't know what that is, Dhamma, DHAMMA.org is the website. I'm a longtime practitioner of Vipassana. I've done it since the 90s. Dhammavati, very powerful healing journey that you're on. And Spirit says you are going to realize something really great. Wow. She-Wolf came out on the last reading. But here for you, this healing, it's going to crack you open. And you're cracked open in a way where there's no more limits on who you are. No more limits on the bliss that you can experience. Because there's something about you realizing your full, true self. Group number 7, with this healing. Spirit is saying you will be drastically different. And you will look up one day and say, was that really me? This self of suffering? This self that didn't know where to turn or felt so alone and isolated? Spirit is saying you're going to even realize that you were never alone, that you were always being held by your ancestors, by your guides, by Spirit itself. Wow. This is kind of emotional. Wow. You are literally the heart guardian, group number 7. Look at your avatar. Her hair was red, and I didn't understand why her hair was red. And now I see she is the heart guardian. Not only will you love yourself, you will have the capacity to love in copious, I'm hearing the word copious, Spirit and its vocabulary, copious amounts. You will have so much love, it will almost be like that, I don't even know what her title would be. She's a healer, an Indian healer, Amma Like she heals with her hugs. There's something like that of your energy. You are going to have the capacity to not only love, but show people what that love is. They're going to feel it emanating from your being. Spirit is describing a transformation for yourself, group number 7, that quite literally will feel like a miracle. Not only to yourself, but people who used to know you from the past. She's come forward, the animal guardian, quite in a few readings. Here, Spirit is saying, it's going to be instinctual, your love. It's going to be not something you have to think about. It's just going to be the offering of who you are. Spirit is saying animals will even be attracted to you. Birds. Yeah. This is quite magical, this transformation you're getting ready to go through. Spirit is calling it a transmutation. You're having this at the DNA level. Some of you, maybe you're still in your pain. You're in your suffering. You may be like, this is not me, but it is. Spirit is saying, just let the miracle happen. Let yourself be taken over by the fire of love. You know, Clarissa Piccola Estes, the woman who wrote Women Who Ran with the Wolves, she has some really great audiobooks. In in many of them, she describes her people as the clan of the broken heart. I think that's what she says, the clan of the broken heart. I would listen to some of her stories if I were you. Yeah, let's go. What else, Spirit? Yeah, Spirit is saying, gone are the days that you will have to put your own sense of security in the hands of others. Even the things that you do to sustain yourself, Spirit says, gone are those days. You do not, this is figuratively, you do not need to prostitute yourself to a way of life that has only given you suffering, that has only given you sadness. Spirit is saying those days are over for you. Whether you are in a timeline where you are still in suffering or you are making it out, Spirit is saying you just need to hold the faith. You understand, or you will, that you have to protect yourself. There is another group in here that Spirit said that message to as well. You need to learn how to protect yourself, especially that wounded child inside of you. It needs the protection that someone didn't give it a long time ago. You can give it to yourself now. You can heal yourself now, and you are. Spirit says that some of you have been battling with an addiction. You've been battling with your urge to numb yourself. And Spirit is saying this reading is not here to remind you or shame you. Spirit is saying you are going to recognize all of this cycle, this muck, this mud. You are going to recognize that you are the lotus that's emerging from the murky waters, the beauty. Spirit keeps saying, show this, the love of who you are, the heart of who you are. You are not that thing your suffering wants you to believe you are. And so Spirit is saying now you have to understand who you truly are. You are a visionary. I mean, really, you are going to realize a miracle. And it is you. You're going to understand that you have this capacity to provide people with a vision of the heart. And this world needs you right now. Spirit is saying this is why you had to go through this gate of pain, because in order to help people, to help others heal their pain, you had to know it in some way. Group number 7, you had to know it. We can't just bypass onto the great things and help people do a kumbaya in their healing. No, you had to know this. You had to have your own experience from it, and you had to heal yourself from it. That's the only way that you were going to be able to offer the vision, a new vision for the world, where this is about a bigger thing. For many of you who are connected to me, the reading said it all. This said it in a few readings. This is larger than just yourself. You are part of a movement. You are part of a pillar of people that are here to usher in a new time. Let's get your spiritual message. Wow. Okay. You are the water oracle. You have some kind of psychic seeing abilities that are connected to your heart energy. You will realize this. Look, it says acting on visions, visionary, destined. You are destined, literally. Some of you are listening to this message early. I know you are, because you're still in your suffering. I can feel that energy. There's others of you who are just emerging out of it. You're coming up for water. You're coming up for air. You can sense it. I want you to know this is not by mistake. This is by design. Spirit brought you to this reading because you had to hear Spirit's upliftment. You had to recognize that you are not something to be thrown away. You are precious. Spirit says you are like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Spirit is saying your worth. You don't understand. You don't understand. Group number 7. You will. You will, because how else are you going to be able to offer this to others? You will. And if this reading can help you in any way, Spirit is going to say here, some of you need to stand on your head. I know that's a weird thing, but I just heard it. You know, in some practices in yoga, when you do a headstand, you can change your mind, letting the blood rush into your crown. You can change your thoughts, your thought patterns. I've heard that before. Sometimes when you're stuck in a pattern, do a headstand. Stand on your head. Shake it up. Some of you, you will understand that some people are not good for you. Some people, some environments, some communities, you're going to outgrow them. And it's not that they're bad people. It's just that it's keeping you in suffering. And Spirit is saying here, it's okay to realize that there was a point in your life where you thought certain things were fun. Maybe some of you party, maybe some of you do recreational substances. Spirit is saying you're going to leave that life behind, because you're going to understand here. Spirit said to take it upright to show you. You are no longer a prisoner to this past. You're not even a prisoner to the shame of the past. It kept you bound. It kept you from not seeing yourself. And do you see how you're looking at yourself now? You see how this being is looking at his reflection like, yeah, that was the past. And now you carry the arrows of your own truth, of your own authority. And it's okay. There will come a moment where you can look at the past without shame, without discouragement, because you realize you made it through. Spirit is saying, you are quite the empress. You may not feel it now, but this is your true identity. And you will step more and more into it, Spirit is saying, because this is not only about a visionary. The visionary is the leader, is the empress. There's light here because she's birthing a new movement. I keep hearing that, a movement. So some of you are part of a new healing movement. And this movement, you're giving birth to it through your heart, through the visions, through the things you see. You will not really have to work hard for this new life. It will unfold because it is the truth of who you are. So in some ways, some of you will think, oh, well, this is just going to take a lot of work for me to be in this kind of it. And no, it's going to actually unfold naturally within you. Look at that. Spirit is saying, can I tell you in any other words who you are? You're this beautiful star. You're my beautiful daughter, my beautiful son, my beautiful person. You're here to do my work, Spirit is saying. And I'm sorry you had to go through these lessons. I do not want anyone to suffer, but my healers need to know how to heal. My healers need to know the depths of suffering that many of my children are experiencing. And you're healers because you will heal yourself first. You will heal yourself first. This is quite an emotional reading. A big part of your healing process, if you're not already in it, is to offer yourself unconditional love. Some of you might have messages in the reading before this. I put that in there by accident, but it is saying, listen to this tarot message. I think when you get that, yeah. This journey, do not try to control it, Spirit is saying. The path will open up as you step upon it. That's what I'm hearing. You need to be in full energy. I'm hearing this, be obedient. Just follow the path. It will open up. It will tell you what to do as you go upon it. Last few messages. Yeah. Do not force the action that you need to take. You will be instructed along the way. Pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to messages coming through synchronicities, through my guides, your guides, Spirit is saying. You have many angels around you. Learn how to attune to their message. Someone from your past, someone who loves you dearly, someone who's always believed in you, they will be coming back into your life. They're going to show you, some of you, because whoever's in the timeline of you're still doing this work of healing, this person's going to bring you and show you something. They're going to do their best to help you see yourself. Give this person a chance. This is not necessarily love. This is not love. This is a friend. I mean, you never know what happens to the relationship later, but this person, they care about you. They really do. Okay. I think that's it. Group number 7. I feel very honored to have done this reading for you, because Spirit is saying this is so, for some of you, it's so in the future that you may not believe it, but Spirit is saying follow the signs. It's given you some signs. And put a full moon in the comments if this is resonating with you, because Spirit is saying you're going to change like the phases of the moon. You're going to go from darkness to light and all the phases in between. So group number 7, if you resonate with this reading, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like the way that I read and you want to stay connected, please subscribe, hit that bell. You'll get notified when I upload new readings. If this is where we part, Clan of the Scarred Heart. I think that's what she said. This is a very powerful, powerful reading for you. Okay, my honeys, take care.